might as well start off with how St. Louis is lined up in their first two games. So in the opener against Austin at Austin, I'm going just based off what they had in transfer market. I think obviously formations will change throughout the game, but they had them in a 4-3-3 defensive with Berkey in goal, Nelson, Hybert, Parker, Nervinsky in the back line. Then they got Leuven and Indiana Vasilev. Is kind of surprising that Vasilev is playing as like a defensive mid, but you know, if it works, it works. Um, Ostrak at the attacking mid spot, Jared Stroud and Alm on the wings, and then Klaus up top. Then slight changes in game two for the home opener against Charlotte. End up in a 4-4-2 with a double six. Same back line in the defensive mid spot. Vasilev was moved to the bench for Blom, and Stroud and Ostrak were on the wings, and then Klaus and Gioacchini were up top. So not a ton of changes from the first game, but a few of them there. Probably trying to get a sense, get a feel for what's the right formation, who are the right guys to get in there. But what have you thought about the two formations so far? Would you have a preference on one of the two? Do you think they should try for something completely different?
So the way I saw their second game's formation was more of a 4-2-2 with Stroud and Ostrak playing as kind of wide attacking midfielders, which is a very Red Bull-esque system, something that Bradley Carnell is very familiar with. Um, One of the things I noticed, and again, I didn't spend a lot of time watching them. I was really enjoying MLS 360 these past couple of weeks. One of the things that I really noticed was they're going to press you. They're not going to sit back and be a be an expansion team that is going to see what this league is about. They're going at you and they're gonna try and win the ball high. They're gonna put you under pressure and they're gonna go for it. And that 4-2-2 is very Red Bull-esque, which is exactly the style that they play. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't run away from that anytime soon. Because watching that game against Charlotte, it worked very well. I mean, you saw the 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 first chance that they got was off of the goalkeeper thinking he had way more time than he could, gave it away, and they got a chance off that. They scored an own goal because they were putting pressure, got a free kick, and then put pressure on the ball as it got served into the box. They earned a penalty from winning the ball high in the attacking third. It worked for them. It worked very well. Whereas Austin, that 4-3-3, they did score early, but they were kind of pinned back after that. So again, different styles of team, different level of team, but I wouldn't be shocked the 4-2-2 or the 4-4-2 defensive, whatever they want to call it, is the way that they go. Because I thought they looked a lot better against Charlotte than they did against Austin.
Computer.
Yeah, so in line with what you were saying and how they were playing really in the Charlotte game and that really like pressing type of tactic, I feel like when you look at the stat, it kind of is in line with what you were saying because just kind of based on what I noticed, it looks like number wise in terms of like shots and shots on target, St. Louis was the better team in both games. And then you look at the possession, and they didn't have anything more than 40% possession in either of the games. So they're really just not playing with the ball. They're fine with the other team having the ball and just really like capitalizing on errors and capitalizing on chances when they come across them. Now, I mean, I don't personally know if that's a sustainable tactic for the entire year. Like you're obviously going to have situations where teams are going to minimal mistakes, or your team's just not going to be able to capitalize as efficiently as now, and the tactic might start to come undone. But I mean, think that this is a tactic that they will be able to carry on successfully throughout the rest of the season, or do you think it's just a little bit of luck at the moment?
Their tactic isn't press high, win the ball, score often. Their tactic is press high, try to win the ball. And if you don't win the ball, just let the other team give it to you, and then we'll score. So, no, that is not a sustainable process. That is not a sustainable system. No, but in all seriousness, right? It's definitely sustainable. You've seen Red Bull do it. The issue is when it comes to a playoff game where you can get one and done, if your press is poor, one person is pressing poor, it's, you know, you've got your best player is injured or what have you. If you don't have a plan B, that is where you fail. It's where Red Bull has failed consistently. That is where this team would fail as well. The high press is great. If you've got everybody bought in, they're going to do fine. But the issue will be if the high press doesn't work, what is the next step? And that is, I think, the issue right now. I think that they will be able to develop a better one. You know, you got the likes of Ostrak and Leuven and players of that quality from the, you know, and Klaus can combine really well to be a possession-based team. I think you've got this concept of maybe let me rephrase that. You don't have a concept, but the quality in this team is higher than that of most expansion teams that come in. You know, you've got good young players from who have significant minutes in a top European league that are coming in and raising the level of this expansion team way higher than the likes of, you know, and we use this comparison a lot when we do expansion, you know, FCC or Minnesota, right? When they joined the league, their level was USL quality. They took a lot of the players from the low league and their translation was poor. This St. Louis team has gone out. They have found really, really high quality level players in important positions, right? You got your central midfielders, your striker, and your goalkeeper are all of really high quality, which is very important. You've got good, a very good MLS level center back, a good right back. John Nelson's finally taking that step into a role that we've expected out of him for the last couple of years. When you go forward, you've got a whole bunch of different mixes. Jared Stroud's finally stepping into his own. Giacchini's getting his minutes. It's a team that feels way better built than I think we probably gave them credit for in preseason.